Humpty Dumpty.
Are we doing this today? Did you wave? Oh. All right. Hey, everybody. It's Festool Friday. That means it's 12 noon because I got the wave, and this is Festool Live. Guess what episode this is? I'll tell you. Number 103.
Seriously?
Minnie's got her phone on.
Minnie is listening to Festool Live.
Who you are?
Her phone. That was you.
That was me?
That was you.
All right. Hey, everybody put their phone on mute.
At least we know the audience.
I'm going to, at least we know it's working. Wow. When did we finally iron this all out? I think a couple episodes ago. Okay, everybody. My mic's on. Here we go. I'm going to introduce the room today because we have somebody special in here. All right. Over here, we have Big D. Next to Big D learning the board and the camera is Gage Ellard. He works in our IT department. I won't thank you, Gage, for being here. I call him the whiz kid because, you know, I can probably break just about everything with a computer. This guy fixes it like that. All right. So we have behind the camera is Chris, the unit Seibert. Online, we have Brent answering all your questions. Thank you, Brent. Don't forget to check out his series, the Build with Brent series, on YouTube channel. He's actually working on a new one now, I believe. Behind the board, Minnie, look at the camera. We have Minnie, also known as Min Min. But we don't have Sparky. Minnie, what's the matter? Where's Sparky?
He's hanging out with my sister.
Your sister?
My sister's in town.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, of course, you're watching this on YouTube, but don't forget, you can check it out on IG, that's Instagram, I found out. Also on FB, that's Facebook, I just found that out. All right, I announced it last week, and you have until July 15th to sign up for the biggest Festool giveaway ever. All right, go to, and I think Big D's got it in the links. I think it's festoolusa.com and Festool Canada, because guess what? .com. Because guess what? There's going to be 16 prizes. I can't believe what we're giving away. I've only signed up 3,000 times already, so I'm pretty good. I'm sitting tight. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody at Festool is eligible for this. The 16 prizes, 8 are for the US of A, and the other 8 are for Canada. So we're really excited about it. Please go sign up. It's a wonderful giveaway. Hey, can you say free tools? Hey, Mo. All right. So when I'm out on the road or I'm out and about talking with people, I'm here at Festool during the week, and I hear people on the phone calling in and saying, hey, what's this, what's this? This is where I get the of what to do or content of what to do for Festool Live. And sometimes I think people don't understand something fully, and what I decided to do is do what I normally do, a basic training on something that I used to do every single daggone week for quite a few years. So, if you probably panned over and you saw, oh, he's got drills out there. I've covered cordless drills before. I've covered a lot of this, but there's something I was blown away when I went back and looked, and I just glanced over it really quick, and I want to do a deep dive on it today because I hear all the time, oh, Festool makes their bits and bit tips proprietary. And it's not really true. It is a little bit, but it's because we developed a better system of a quick lock. So as I go through this, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to call out some stuff that I was going to put in an episode of Lost in the Catalog, but I'm going to go through them now so you understand them. I think things get lost in translation from the catalog or from when you're talking to somebody. But this one is called Centrotec Deep Dive. And the reason I want to go through it is so you understand that it is a better system. It's a truer system for drilling, driving, countersinking, running sockets. I'm going to show you what I call the wing nut runner, but it's actually a screw hook and eye hook runner. I'm going to show you a VIX bit or self-centering bit. But they're all Centrotec, and here's the difference. I'm going to step right here. Big D, you can come over, and I got some cool graphics that we'll zoom in on. But when I was younger, which was yesterday, everybody and their uncle, every brand makes what is known, and there's a lot of off-brands, they make what is known as a quick lock system. And you'll see when I pull this back, you see this little groove here and this hex? It's like a bit tip. I'll pull this out, okay? They're all based off of a 1/4 inch across the flats. Okay, and so isn't this a 1/4 inch across the flat? Do you know the Centrotec system, this is the Festool system, looks similar, but it's got an elongated hex here, and that is so daggone important. Okay, I've always called these, I learned this years and years ago, we call this the power hex groove, because when you put something in here, and hopefully, Big D, can you zoom in here? Okay, can you zoom into this part right here? Yep. Okay, you're going to see little ball bearings. There's 3 of them. So when I insert this in here like this, I just depress this like this, it goes in, and those ball bearings go around the groove. Okay, and as I feel this, it's just locking on the groove. And that can be problematic, and I'll show you why in a few minutes. I think I have a good demonstration of that. Well, and where this goes, and because on the T18, it's got a chuck that proprietary. No, I'm not a proprietary. It's got there's no FastFix stub. Look how far out that is now. You got the bit. Okay, now this is the system that's out there. This is not Centrotec, but you lock it into the chuck, and then you lock your bit out here. Okay, and I'm just going to ease that in there so it's sitting in there. Okay, so I have that. Now, this is the Festool system. I got a T18, okay, +3, where this is what we call the FastFix stub. This, wow, I have too much set up. This is Centrotec. You know why you can tell that? Because look at Centrotec. I'm just kidding. When you put it on the FastFix stub, now Big D, if you look down in here, you'll see 3 ball bearings. See them? They lock right on here, the FastFix stub. Okay, but as I flip this over, and I'm going to say you can't see this, but inside here where the 1/4 inch across the flats goes in, okay, there's 3 more ball bearings. And you know what I'm going to do, Big D? I think I'm going to have you zoom over here, because I got this graphic right here. Rick got this for me today. You got it? Where if we look, this is the one bearing that goes on the FastFix stub. Inside the Centrotec, you got another bearing which locks right here. But here is why it's so important. You see this right here on the FastFix? This kind of shows it. I could put a 1/4 inch across the flat, 1 inch bit tips. You can get anywhere. We sell them. They're in the catalog. We have all the different flavors. But think about it. This sits right inside there, right? It's a better transfer of torque. Instead of just locking on 3 ball bearings, you got 3 in here, 3 in here that lock there, so there's less run out. Okay, a better transfer of torque. So as I slip that in all the way to the green ring, you get 0, I won't say 0, little or no run out. Now here is the other thing that's wicked cool about it. Look how you can get in tighter quarters. There's no chuck here. This graphic, I think, shows it as well. Big D, you got this? Where here's Centrotec and here's a typical chuck right here. Look how much shorter space you can get into. All right, now, let's see if I can do this correctly. I have a bit around here. Oh, right here. I want to compare apples to apples, okay? About the same size, right? I'm going to put this in, and hopefully you can see this. But you see this right here? Look at this one. I can see it. See how that's wobbling? Where that one has little or no wobble. Okay, so you'll get a cleaner hole. It sounds funny, but you'll get less run out. So if I'm just going to use this, I don't know if this is the size of these bits, I didn't check. But if you have a 1/4 inch hole, say here, okay, that little extra wobble is not going to be as precise as this one, less run out. So I think I explained that okay. Do you know how I can tell? is when I used to teach class, I used to see people going like this. And I'm looking at Gage, I'm calling you out, and you're going, I think I understand that, Sedge. Woo! So that is the difference between the regular power hex groove and Centrotec. It seats, there's more surface area that's making contact on that shank, but also it equates to more stability. You can feel it. I wish I could just have you in this room with me right now and you could tell the difference. Okay, you could see it. Hopefully on camera you guys saw that. Okay, good. Now let's talk. Let's start with the basics. Okay, in the catalog on the web, you'll see these bits. Okay, in metric, this is a 6.5. It's funny because these wear out, don't they? But what's cool is you can also get replacement bits. And I wanted to open this up so you can see this. There's a little hex right here. Let me just open that up. And what's nice about it, I think is nice about it, okay, as I pull it out, there's a flat right there. See it? Okay, so when I put that on, it locks it on. Now here is one of the really neat things about this. When you take and I'm going to take this out, say you don't have a quick change kit, and like I said, everybody makes them, okay? Here's another one I got just to demonstrate. But when I take a regular drill bit, say I'll just take this one, look. What's the name of the game? If you don't have a locking, you'll get bit slippage. You've probably done this before. You're drilling something, then all of a sudden you go to put in reverse to take it out and the bit stays in the hole. Right? I know that because Gage is nodding. Okay, good. You're going to be in here every week now with us. Okay, so you have no bit slippage with the Centrotec system. You just take it, you put it in, seat it all the way. There's usually a green ring, and now you can drill. And it's just so smooth. It's almost like working with my drill press. Because I know I get little or no run out on that as well, and I get a positive torque. Okay, so that's one of the bits I wanted to cover. That is a split point. Okay, you can use it for wood and steel. Another one that we have is this. It's a brad point. Okay, and this is for wood only. And if you have a crosshair like this, okay, and you need to get it exactly in the center, this is the big diff. Set it all the way in, and I can take that, I can put my spur point on there and drill. Okay, and it's really nice is I'm kind of defying things because when I'm drilling, I'm actually in wood. This is the CXS, I have it on drill, but I have it on 2. So I should have it on, it's a higher RPM. And always remember this, when you're drilling, the higher the RPM, the less torque. So if I was struggling getting through there, the lower the RPM, more torque. Okay? Or 2 as fast as that's if you get paid by the hour. And if you get, if you get paid by the job, I put it in 1 if I get paid by the hour. Okay? It's just a little bit, I'm just kidding. Okay. It's more torque. Phew. Hey, Mo! So there's the different bits. Now, over here, and this is sold in a set, these, I have used these so much at home, inside cabinets and tight quarters. We have this set of stubby brad points, and right when you think, oh, I got tons of brad points, whatever, I end up using these all the time because I get in really, really tight spaces. So look at this. I just used this the other day. There's a 5mm one inside a really tight cabinet. Okay, check that out. Look how short that space. You know what? I'm going to grab a tape on that just so you guys can see this. That from point, because of Centrotec now, not in a drill chuck, from Centrotec, I'm 200 tops 220mm, and that's, I'm eyeballing it out here. That's really short. Okay, oh, US, hang on, 8 3/4. So there you go. So those are the bits. By the way, You get replacements. You have replacement bits for these. When you see this, make sure you order the ones that are in that category, okay? Because I want to go. I use these, tons of these. There's two different sizes of these, and when I different sizes, the countersink and bit combination. This one, and the difference is the size of the bit. This one is 4.5 millimeter, and this one is 3.5. I'm going to take this one, okay? And when I say make sure you're ordering replacement bits in the right spot, it's because they're different from these. And they're also different from this bit that I'll show you in a few minutes. That's a 5 millimeter. Okay, so this part right here, and I'll demonstrate this. This is, have you ever done a countersink and you needed exactly the same, every one of them and consistent, doing a cabinet, right? But I know people who control the depth sometimes with a piece of blue tape. You can control it with this, but there's also another situation where sometimes there's these, I've seen these before, where they mar the cabinet or mar the board. This is a non-marring stop. Okay, there's two hexes, and hopefully we can see this. There's one here and one here. This one controls the depth or the size of the countersink, and the one inside that I can access is to bring the bit out or in, but I want to take it apart so you can see it, so I can show you how I set this up. I'm going to take it out, and you're going to see a flat right on the shank right here. That's what I aim when I'm setting it up toward that hex, and they line up perfectly, and that one does as well. So this one I can adjust, because look, that's the bit right there. I can control the length. So I can take this and move it out. And there's no flat on here because the flutes of the countersink, I like to line up with the flutes here. So say I'll take it like this, see how I line up the flute there? And then I just tighten it. So you'll see. And I could take it like that. So I wanted to go a little bit further out or into the board. And now what I'm going to do, depending on the size that you want to countersink, okay, say I'm putting in a screw like this, or I'm going into whatever, a board, I want to control the countersink. I could take that now and gauge it here. Oh, hey, there he is. I'm going to gauge it. Not bad, huh, Minnie?
Good job.
I know I'd work it in.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so there we go. I'll tighten that. Don't lose this. You get one of these with it. This is a $300 hex key. Don't lose it. He even laughs at my jokes. I like him. Okay, so I'm going to take it like this, and I'll just tighten it up. There we go. It's wicked easy. Put it in. I'll bring it to Centrotec. I'll take this out. Beauty of this. And let's just take it right here. Oh, get a little speed on there. And look at that. I can get it precise. If I needed more, I can get more. So there is drill bit countersink combo, and you just have to determine what size bit or what size hole you want. So once again, 3.5 and 4.5. Now, we have two countersinks. They're single flute countersinks. And say I need to, depending on, once again, the size of the bugle, okay, or the size of the head, I could take this. I'm just going to take it right over here. Say I need to bring this a little bit wider. I could take it just like this. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. This point went right in there. Look, I can do it with this one. I put a little countersink. We have it this size, okay, but also smaller. And it doesn't, what's nice about this, it doesn't, how do you say, it doesn't slip. It's just really solid, stable. Whew, okay, here we go. Next. This is in the part of the catalog. I had to double check. I think it's in the catalog with the hammer drills. These are nut runners. Socket adapters. So this is a 3/8 socket adapter. Look, it has the Centrotec. All right, and this one is a 1/4 inch. So what's really cool about this is that new ratcheting sustainer comes with a set of metric and imperial 1/4 inch drives. So I can take that, put it in like this. It's ball detented, and guess what I got? a great setup for running sockets. Okay, make sure you use the clutch on this, especially if you're using the PDC or the TPC. Okay, one of the things I wanted to mention is when you look online, we've had certain Centrotec items in our arsenal over the years. And when I was setting this up, I was a little bummed out because I have these at home, and here in the States, Canada, these are always special edition. These were our Forstner bits. And these had or have the Centrotec, and these are wonderful for if you ever see them released again. I'm not hinting at anything right now because I just don't know. Make sure you grab a hold of these because this is the best Forstner bit set ever. Okay, they work fantastic in the Centrotec. And usually when you're doing bigger holes, you get the bit slippage, not with this. Whoopsie. Take it off a clutch, remember, and I'm going to put it in one, all right? But these just work fantastic. They're case hardened all the way, so you can sharpen them. I just wanted to bring that up. Not available, but you never know if they're going to come out again. I'm hoping they do, because if you have them, I wanted to make sure you saw them, or if you don't have them, because if they come out in a limited edition again, I'm buying another set. They're wonderful. Okay, next. A lot of people know these as VIX bits. They're a self-centering bit. The bit is removable. There's a spring here. You'll see how this has a slight countersink. I've had VIX bits my whole life. Every time I set a hinge, I use these. Because when you're setting a hinge, I'll just take this, okay? And it's 5mm. Of course, I can use the coarse screws with this. But this is not... Say I take a 5mm or I mark a pencil, I don't know if that's exactly in center. But if I take this, Centrotec, I put it in, I know that's going to be exactly in the center, and I can drill it out. See how that's spring loaded? Look at that. And I know when I set this, check it out. So the reason this is important is if I just used a pencil and marked it, or I just put a drill in there, it was off center, and it's not on center, that as I put my screws in, that will cant the hinge. It's not going to work right. You have to start messing around with it to get it to work right. So always start with a VIX bit, and make sure if you're doing 5mm work, get this. This is a lifesaver for setting cabinet hinges. If they're not pre-drilled. Whew. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. 10 minutes, eh? Wow, look at all the names, good job. See, you're the only person, Minnie, that does multicolor. I love that. Okay, so here's something that I was gonna do for Lost in the Catalog. Look at this, okay? I don't use this very often. But when I need to, oh my goodness gracious, it's invaluable. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I use it for screw hooks. I've used it for small eye hooks, or screw eyes, people call them. But say you get a bunch of these, oh my God, and you don't want to use a screwdriver like people do, right? You put it in here and you start turning it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pre-drill for it right here, which I would do normally, right? Take it like this, okay, just like that. Then I'll take the runner here. I always get a kick out of it because when I see one of these, I love showing people this because they don't know it exists. So I'll just take it like this. Of course, you're going to start these usually by hand, right? Okay. And then when we look at this, it's open here. Okay, I'm just going to turn that, and I'm going to take it like this, bring it in, and I usually center it over the post, and look at that. And that's slick, and because it's open on one end, I can take it right off. So that is the hook runner that's been around since the beginning of time, and so many people don't know about it. So I was up in Canada a few years ago, and somebody came up to me and said, I use, I got them around here somewhere. They're probably right in front of me, yes. The magnetic tip holder, yes, we make it in a longer version, okay? We have the short versions. But there's a situation that people come up to on this. Okay, here's the short one. All right, I tried to get as organized as possible. I'm still missing stuff. When you put a bit in there, it becomes magnetized, okay? And you can pick up screws or whatever, right? Okay, but what happens? We all know this happens, right? Is you're running a bunch of screws, and then all of a sudden, this starts staying in the screw when you're pulling it out. It's frustrating, right? And then somebody was saying in Canada, it was really cool, I just reached behind me, I go, I know exactly what you're talking about. We had one of these on the wall. Okay, it's a Centrotec, but what's super duper about this, as I take this off, is I can pull it back, and guess what? It holds the bit in there, and it's magnetized. Okay, but that's not really cool. This is the new one. This came out, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, and all the cool tools we came out with that year, this was my favorite thing, because when I was using one of these, I was always pulling it back. This one, look, it locks up, I pull it out. So say I'm working on something, let's say I'm on a ladder, I can just take another bit tip out of my CXS like this and go like this, and it's locked in there, and it's permanent. It's magnetized, so it's really nice. So there you go. Is that, oh, let me look. I covered that. Oh, so you can't see this on camera, but Chris was like pointing to something. God, you're awesome, kid. Okay, over here. I talked about it in former episodes of Festool Live, but this is the FastFix stub. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that, because today we learned about this. This is Centrotec. The end is also known as Centrotec, the elongated hex part. And now you understand what the whole thing is why we did it and why we engineered that. But don't forget what goes on the FastFix stub. You got the eccentric chuck. You got the right angle. We just made those better last year. Steel chucks. Depth setting, drywall chuck, a depth setting chuck, and a socket adapter, a 3/8 socket adapter for what? For running lags. It's awesome. So I just wanted to point that all out to you. Hopefully I got it all covered. Hopefully you understand Centrotec. Minnie, did you get something out of this?
Absolutely.
She always does. Okay, so I think that's it.
Sounds good.
Well, okay, so hey, it wasn't a half hour, it was 28 minutes. All right, so now we got to call everybody off, which we love. I can't believe this. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty soon I'm going to need help calling people's names off. Minnie's still writing. Okay, so we'll start right here. We got Paul from Reading, Berkshire, England. We got Dave and Kim from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Oliver from Marin, French Alps. We got Folsom, California. Hey, is that where Folsom Prison is?
But it wasn't Johnny.
It wasn't Johnny? Okay. Warped Woodsman! That's John. I think it's John. John or Jim and Debbie. I met him in
You did?
I met him in Portland. Hey, Oregon. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Whoa, Jed from the Big Easy. We know where that is. We got Jurgen. Did I said that right too, Minnie? From the Netherlands, we got Tom. Oh, Tom. Tom from Moorhead City, North Carolina. We got Francis from Boucherville, Quebec. We have Cincinnati. We have Tom from Bel Air, Maryland. We got Johnny Yo from Atco, New Jersey. Hendrik and Zolo from Sweden. Hey, that's a 2-pack. All right, we got Ed from St. Paul, Minnesota. Nanny, or Manny, from Ramona, Georgia. We got Robbie from Corinth, Texas. We got Matt from Newark, Ohio. Whoa, we got Zotamir from the Netherlands. We got Downers Grove, Illinois. We got Jimmy C. from Quartz Hill, California. Gary Jenkins, how are you, Gary? We miss you. We got Pumpkinville, Australia. We got Christoph from Poland. We got Joe from Bellevue, Nebraska. We got Denver, Colorado. Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Des from Harrogate, England. He's always there with us, Des. Vinny from Colorado. Bloomington, Indiana. Go IU. John's Workshop from Woodbine, New Jersey. Bozeman, Montana. Robert from the Netherlands. Branton from Crestwell, Oregon. I'm saying it, huh?
Yes.
Boy, did I get corrected when I was out there. It's not Oregon, it's Oregon. Puxatawny Phil. I ain't gonna say that, Minnie. From his, what is Puxatawny Phil?
He's a groundhog.
Groundhog from his hole in Puxatawny, wherever that is. I know that is Pennsylvania. We have people from India today. Oronzo, Mississauga, Ontario. We got Brisbane, Australia. Kurt from Rochester, Michigan. Hey, you guys want to go to Australia? Yeah. I'd like to do a Festool live from Melbourne. That'd be cool, man. We'll go see my main man there. Have a couple blue moons. Dano from Vancouver, Washington. Kaunas, Lithuania. Wow, this is so cool. We have Brent from Apple Tree Creative in Louisville, Kentucky. Rex Smith from Roanoke, Virginia. Wasaga Beach, Ontario. We have Brian from Flushing, New York. Matt, how are you? From Tinley Park, Illinois. Andy G from Connecticut, Enfield, Connecticut. Okay, Mike M. Mr. Martinez, how are you? It was great hanging out with you in Austin this year. John from West Fairleigh, Vermont. Timu from, this is the one Minnie wrote. Timu from Jarvenpah, Finland. Wow. Hey, not bad?
I believe it.
Lots of accents. Look at all the accent dots on that. One day I'll learn. Hey, we ought to do a live from Finland. George from Naples, Rick from sunny Blackpool, UK, Mark S. from Woodcraft, Springfield, Warren from Batavia, Ohio, Larry from Sun City, West Arizona. How you doing, Larry? Doug from Zionsville, Peter from the Netherlands. Hey, that's a two-pack from the Netherlands. Joe from Waseca, Illinois. Kurt from Suring, Wisconsin. Russ Hugster from Chichester. How are you, Russ? Douglas from Massachusetts. John from Thailand. Hey, Thailand, is that the first time we've had Thailand?
Maybe.
I think so. This is wicked cool. Island of Mauritius. Hey, I think that's a first. Woo! Man, it's getting bigger and bigger. We got Dirk from Dayton, Ohio. Blake, Mr. Weber from Novato, California. Leo from Holland. Tom from Patton, Pennsylvania. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. Christopher from Malta. You're always there. Thank you, brother. Tom and Kelly from Eatonton, Georgia. Thank you for being here with us every time. Michelle from Paris, France. Southern California. Harrison, PA. Brian St. John Moss from the Bahamas. New Leaf Interiors. How you doing, brother? We have Jason and Yana. Hey, I know you guys. I hung out with you guys from Granite Falls, Washington. The Netherlands again. Toledo, Ohio. Dana from Yalkut, Washington. Did I say it right? Dana, I'm sorry. You've told me 100 times how to pronounce that. I think I just did it. Yalkut. Okay, Castle Rock, Colorado. Lausanne, Switzerland. Michael from Edmonton, Alberta. Dale from Swaddlincote. Eden, New York. Hilton Head. Monty from Canton, Connecticut. Talon, Estonia. Craig and Tyler, how you guys doing, man? Anthony from Staten Island. Norman from Los Angeles. Tim from Russia. Rob from St. Devon, England. Dan from Kingman, Arizona. Minnie's still writing. I'm going to turn this one around. Oh, wow. Wow. We got Everett from Whole Model, New Jersey. John from Thornville, Ohio. Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Michael from Queen Creek, Arizona. Tim from Livingston, New Jersey. Willie from Freeville. Garen from Kyalami, South Africa. Johnny Maniscalco from Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but how you doing, Johnny? Aka, Finland. Jared Turner. Luke Morrison from Melbourne, Australia. Luke, we want to come there, man. I think we'd have a wicked good time. Adam from Union, Maine. Hey, do you guys got beer from down under? Hey, we got Ruben from Norway. Carmel, Indiana. Mike D from New Canaan, Connecticut. Daniel from Detroit.
I-O-N-U-T.
I-O-N-U-T. Ionut, Romania. Hey, that was a good one, huh? Okay, so Minnie just wrote something up on the board. Can you show the BHC adapter? Absolutely. I know exactly where it is. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run back here. Nope, it's this one. Whoopsie. It's somewhere. I had it. I'm trying to think of where I saw it. I had one oilier. Okay, so what it is, it's a BHC adapter. I'm going to describe it. And in Lost in the Catalog, I can actually bring it out. And what the BHC is our SDS rotary hammer. It's a hammer drill / rotary hammer. It's got the SDS shank, not the SDS Max, but the SDS. The adapter has the SDS, but on the very end, it's got a FastFix chuck on it. It has this stub on it. That's the BHC adapter. So there you go. You know what I'll do to Lost in the Catalog? I'll bring it out. My apologies, I didn't have it out here.
It might be episode 1 Lost in the Catalog, actually.
It might be.
Yep.
Okay, so there we go. Oh, look who just showed up. Minnie Do It, Delaware. Hey. Chris has still not seen Wayne's World, which is quite the drag. So, hey, this is fun. This is the best 35 minutes this week. Okay, everybody, this is a wrap. And like I always say, and everybody, part of our team knows this. Minnie said it after episode 3. It was over 100 episodes again. You guys are the community, and we love you. Thank you so much. I found out when I was out in Oregon that everybody watches because of my mispronunciations. Okay, but I love doing this. I love teaching you about Festool. We as a team, Brent, thank you online. We appreciate it. Gage, thanks for being here. Everybody in the room, we love you. It's a wrap. Hey, go have a great weekend. Go finish off a great Festool Friday. We'll see you next week. We're really stoked. Gage, you gonna be with us next week?
Sure.
Man, he's so cool. All right, we gotta think of a good nickname. I'll have it next week for you, brah. Okay, that's it. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.